let's go to this. Now, yep, red skies rising. Some of you may have seen this story. This is pretty amazing. This is from the sun.co.uk, but of course it's been reported in many other places, as they do, right? They aggregate the news stories and they trade them around, and everybody reports the same damn stuff anyway. So here we go. This is from the Sun, because why not? Crimson conspiracy. Blood red sky phenomenon in China leaves onlookers claiming the apocalypse has begun. Uh-oh. Hey, why not, right? Why not start with the apocalypse? Because why not, right? Let's read just a little bit of this. Shocking videos of deep red skies in China have conspiracy theorists claiming the apocalypse is coming. Uh-oh. According to Newsweek, the red sky videos are real, but there are much more reasonable explanations for their appearance. And here's some, if you guys are watching the stream itself, these are actual real photos of what went down in China this past weekend. And if you look at the skies, it is unambiguously red. Yes, red skies by night. And what in the world is going on, right? As they say, it's supposedly an easy to determine what happened with this. But imagine you're just out doing your thing. You're gardening at night or something, and you look up at the sky and things just start to turn red. And maybe you think there's a wildfire or whatnot somewhere nearby. Yeah, but you don't smell any smoke and everything seems fine, except the sky's just red, and it continues to get more and more red. Yeah, that'd be weird, right? That'd be super weird. So here we go. A little bit. The pictures there, these are all completely legit. This was not made up. And this is straight from the article at thesun.co.uk. For the past few days, clips of the blood red sky in China have been circulating on Twitter and the Chinese social media site Weibo, W-E-I-B-O. The strange phenomenon is said to have occurred in the Chinese east coast city of Zhoushan. Clips and pictures show the red sky over residential areas. People can be seen staring up at the strange sight, what looks like something out of a sci-fi film. Tens of thousands of people have viewed the clips. Some people accuse them of being photoshopped, while others thought they signaled the end of times. One user tweeted, "In the Chinese urban district of Zhoushan, it seems that the apocalypse has begun." Another joked, "Stranger Things Season 4 looks a banger." There it is. Maybe this is the portal to the upside down. I don't know. Okay. So, of course, we'll get to the actual explanations of this when we get to this. But I think the thing is, right, it got me thinking, as you know, right, when I look at things like this, they may or may not be easily explained, okay? And even if they are easily explained, and this one is, we'll get to what they say this was. I'm not so sure that's the case, because it seems a little outlandish, but who knows? I don't do the things they're describing as being done out there. But in any case, it got me thinking in terms of, well, what about red skies? What about the idea of, let's say, omens in the past, or let's say even let's say religious omens? Again, we've got stories of Constantine seeing a cross in the sky that made him change to a Christian way back in the day. We got things like what was that one? The one in Portugal with the seeing the Virgin Mary in the sky. What was that called? It'll come to me in a sec. But I mean, there's things like this, right? There's religious sort of omens, right? But what about these other ones, other omens when, let's say the sky does turn red, okay, or something like this. Let's say that something happens and it sort of, well, maybe it's the universe speaking to us. Okay, so that's the question tonight. As we get going, we're going to get back to this blood red sky in China in just a sec here. But the questions tonight are this, right? Do you think that omens are actually real? Meaning that if like the sky is red, it will give you a hint of what's to come. Let's say, some people have said in the past that if the sky is red, you've angered the gods, something like this. Others will look to it as maybe sort of like astrology, or kind of reading the tea leaves or something like this. And maybe the omens aren't necessarily the universe speaking to us, or maybe it is, but maybe it's a way for people to sort of read the situation based on patterns, maybe. I don't know. Or Our Lady of Fatima. Yes, thank you. Fatima, I think is how you say it. Yeah, but yes, that's the one. Thank you, Ronald over on Rockfin. Yeah, so, I mean, so that's the question tonight. So, number one, do you think the universe speaks to us through omens of any sort. And you can talk about this, you can talk about black cats, or we can talk about luck, we can talk about all kinds of stuff that sort of fits into this. Or do you think this is some sort of message from the gods of such, or whatever it is you believe, right? And again, I'm not, I'm as agnostic as possible, non-denominational, all the rest of that stuff, meaning that I don't care what you believe, and it's good for you. If your belief is good for you, it's good for me, I don't want people to be taken aback by blasphemy, because, well, it's just the way I am. I'm sorry. But so is this a message from the gods? Let's say a red sky like this. Do you think this is all possible? Or do you think it's all just when something happens out of the ordinary? It's just humans with that pareidolia and sort of wanting to see things that aren't there. That's the question as we begin this. All right. That's where we start tonight. Do you think there's anything to omens? And we'll get to a whole bunch of different ideas of what that actually means. But tonight we'll begin with the red sky, because, well, I've never seen a red sky. Have you ever seen a red sky? I have not. So let's get back to this. Let's go to Newsweek, and they had a fact check on this, of course. If you want to check into any of this stuff that I'm talking about, my links are always in the description down below. I am not making this stuff up. This is real. At least, well, we're told it's real from the news media, and you know what I mean by that. But here we go. Newsweek.com. Fact check. We get a fact check about the red sky. Did sky turn crimson red in Chinese port city? Maybe. Let's see. Over the past couple of days, several video clips and images have circulated on Twitter and other social media sites showing what appears to be a deep red-colored sky in the Chinese east coast city of Zhoushan. One popular clip has been shared by several people, but appears to have originated from the Chinese social media site Weibo, and shows a view of the sky from a residential street. As people stand and talk, the camera pans across the sky, showing the blood red color, which appears brighter towards the horizon. All right, it's right there. You can't miss it. Like I said, these photographs are pretty stunning, because it's not ambiguously red. It is red. It is like blood red. Other clips, which appear to show the same phenomenon, also show a deep blood red sky with a bright source somewhere close to the horizon. Individual clips have gained tens of thousands of views, and you can check this stuff out on Twitter and everywhere else, including this link on Newsweek. The clips were attributed eerie significance by some, including Twitter user Anonymous Operations, who wrote, "In the Chinese urban district Zhoushan, it seems that the apocalypse has begun." Is this how that begins, guys? Is this how the end times actually happens, with a blood red sky? Of course, they also fueled conspiracy theories, back to the article, with other users pushing unevidenced narratives around clandestine government activities. Oh, maybe the government's behind this. In any case, the red sky reports and videos appear to have been corroborated by the Chinese state media outlet, the Global Times. In a report on May 8th, the Global Times reported that the red sky appeared over Zhoushan on Saturday, May 7th, and became one of the top trending topics on Weibo, where it gained posts. It's more than 150 million views. In one of the video clips, an onlooker repeatedly said, "I had never seen anything like this." As to the cause, the Global Times reported that meteorologists had spoken to local media to explain why the phenomenon might have occurred. All right, so the plot thickens. We're going to get to the bottom of this in just a sec. But what do you think? What would you're doing your thing. Like I said, you're just hanging out doing whatever it is you do, and you see the sky go red.